Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel then obviously welcome for stumbling across it. Today I'm going to be doing the annual totem readings for the month of October, and this month I'm just going to do it a little bit different because as you know I try and add some little alternatives to my readings. So for the animal spirit totem for October, guys, I purchased, going back 22 years ago now, a set of runes. It used to be a sort of book club thing that used to run years ago called Mind, Spirit and Body, and I used to purchase something once a month from there. So I've had these runes for 22 years, worked with them for quite a bit, going back sort of 10, 12 years ago, and then I just put them away. And I actually got them out the other day and I thought, you know, I'm going to start using the runes again, because runes have been going since 100 AD and they have got magical properties to them. They were sort of the Viking alphabet, but that sort of transpired going through the centuries. But what I will do is I will drop a link below so you can sort of have a read about the history of runes. Yeah, so I am going to be working with those today. So I just wanted, as I said, just to do a little bit of a different kind of spin on it. So yeah, so we're going to be looking at the animal tarot for October and with the additional of the runes. So then guys, I'm going to be reading the animal totem for October now for the sign of Scorpio, and the cards, Scorps, I'm going to be using are the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, and also the Enchanted Map Oracle cards again by Colette Baron Reid, and I'll just put the link below for those card names in the description box. So without further ado then, I'm going to start shuffling to see what animal spirit will be coming in with the lovely Scorps for the month of October. So what animal spirit, guys, have we got for the lovely Scorpios? And I just read for Sag and the cards was actually just physically jumping out for Sag, which was a nice reading actually. So I'm going to have that one because that sort of jumped out a little bit there. So Scorpio, the the animal spirit that you've got coming in with you for the month of October is the squirrel spirit, and I've just literally had the squirrel spirit come out at the end of Sagittarius's reading. So any cross watchers there who may be dealing with the Sag, it might be worth having a look at that, or whether you've got a moon rising in Sagittarius. But yeah, Scorps, you've got the squirrel spirit, believe in yourself, coming in with you, tagging along in the month of October. So I'm just going to open this up with giving you a little shuffle with these now to have a look what the reasons are behind that, just to open the reading up a little bit more. So why is a squirrel spirit coming in with my lovely Scorps for October? So let's have a quick look. Why is the squirrel there for my lovely Scorps? And I'm having that one. So yeah, we've got wide open with the squirrel spirit. Okay. So here, Scorps, I do feel that the squirrel spirit's coming in with you to say that it's taking stock, addressing things that need to be looked at. It may be that you need to take a look at your finances, guys. Some of the Scorps saying that maybe you need to start saving a little bit more now, because I do feel in the last couple of months you you have had to spend money that you didn't really want to spend, but obviously you've had issues, you know, that have just come up out of the blue, whether that's your car broke down or you know, things have gone wrong in the house. But I just feel that my Scorps in the last couple of months, finances are like water. Money's just been running through your hands like water, guys. And it's saying going into October, then, you know, it's about reassessing your finances. Okay. with the wide open card here, I do feel that this is about some of my Scorpios here may have also gone through some relation splits, or they will be going through some relationship issues as well going into October. I say that because obviously having the female there standing on her own, feeling quite vulnerable. So I do feel some of my Scorps going into the month of October here are also going to feel quite vulnerable, quite open. And I do feel like some of my Scorps may have lost their confidence a little bit in some areas here, and they just feel a little bit lost. So coming into October, Scorp, sorry, I just feel this squirrel spirit is attaching itself because it's saying a message to you. You need to start looking at your finances, because you have been spending money. I'm not saying you've been spending it willy-nilly yourself. I just feel it's on areas where things happen, you know, cars break down, things break down in the house, and it's money that you've had to outlay, and you have sort of felt the pinch a little bit. So it's about looking on that side of things. But the other side, because of the message on the card says believe in yourself, this is where I pick up on the relationship side. This is where I pick up on some of my Scorps may feel a little bit vulnerable in a relationship, to the point of I just feel I've got this vulnerability, guys. I've just got this vulnerability around some of my Scorps, feeling that they're not happy in a relationship, where it may feel like it, you know, it's literally, as this card is showing here, hit the rocks. Okay, and it's like some of my Scorps are actually standing on the edge now of this relationship, feeling quite wide open, feeling quite vulnerable here as where to go next with it. So I'm just going to open this up a little bit more, Scorps, here to get a little bit more information. It's like you actually, like some of my Scorps as well, I feel like I've been throwing some questions out to the universe, and it's like you're waiting for some information to come back. So on another side, with some of my Scorpios then, you could actually be waiting to also hear about a job opportunity, guys. Like you could have actually gone for a interview at the end of September, and you've gone through a selection process, and you're waiting, and now, you know, feeling quite wide open there, waiting for the answers to come in. You know, am I going to be starting on this new career path? So I also picked that up as well. But I'll get a little bit more clarification, guys, Scorps, and I'll open the reading up a little bit more for you. So let's just have a quick look what this one is there. So we've got the card of movement. So yeah, that's just enough for me to say. On the romantic side of things, I do feel, because of the vulnerability, the way you've been feeling about a relationship, this is basically, I just feel that you're going to be moving away. You're going to be starting again here. It could also be a relationship breakdown where somebody has physically moved away. So then that makes you feel vulnerable, guys, because you're not seeing that person as much as you want to as well. So I do feel that there's a few of my Scorpios here that have been in a relationship, and the person that they were having the relationship with have actually had to move away, okay? And then that obviously brings in feelings and thoughts then, you know, of just feeling vulnerable because, you know, you're missing the person that you've got the relationship with. But then on the other side, I've got these other Scorpios who have had the realisation that a relationship has hit the rocks and it's time to move on. Simple as that. It's time to move on to pastures new, to leave this relationship for that, you know, it's literally floating away. So that's what I'm feeling there as well, guys. So I'm going to have a look at the animal spirit card now. That's going to be sort of tagging along with you at the, you know, the end of October now. So yeah, Scorps, so I've got like two sides of the scale here. Some of my Scorps, spending has to be reined in a little bit because of what, you know, unnecessary spends that came out of the blue So that sort of, put a pinch on the old purse strings. So it's just about, trying to get your finances back in order from this money that you've had to outlay. And then, like I say, with the relationships, I've got one side where some of my Scorpios have had, there's been a parting because somebody's actually had to move and they're actually missing that person. And then the other side is literally letting go of a relationship, time to move on, it's finished. So this is what I feel the energies that you'll be dealing with, some of my Scorps, going into October. So I'm just going to pull out the annual spirit for the end of October then for my lovely Scorpios. I'm going to have that one there. So here, guys, we've got the sandpiper spirit, be playful. So the sandpiper, obviously, the bird itself is well known for, actually this his beak here actually goes in search, in search of things that we can't see. So I do feel that the sand spirit has come with a message of, because I feel some of my Scorpios have been bogged down, actually felt like they were stuck, actually felt like they were stuck in the sand, the quicksand, feeling like sucked down, especially in the relationship side where, you felt like you were in quicksand and, you needed to physically get out of this relationship. Okay, so this is what I feel, this is the transition here, that, the sandpiper spirit is saying now, you've got out of that feeling like you was being sucked down in a sandpit sort of theme where, you just felt like you didn't want to be there anymore. And it's saying be playful. So it's about giving yourself time now to recover from what's going on. And with the financial side of things, it has saying like you've had to dig deep, because like I said, with the beak of the sand piper, they actually find what they, their whatever food is or everything, they dig deep in the sand, to retrieve. So it's saying now, you have had to dig deep in your pockets, Scorps, as you've gone through, the start of the month. But it's saying now, I do feel at the end of October, your financial situation is going to be on a better, you're going to be it's going to be in a more healthier situation. Okay, so where you haven't got to keep digging deep into your pockets to outlay for all these things that have been sort of coming out of nowhere, where you've had to, put the money side of things out. So that is going out of October then, Scorps, I do feel, for those in the relationship side, it's time for you to, have a little bit more freedom for yourself, give yourself the time and space really to get out of that energy from where you've come from the breakdown of the relationship. So that's what I feel there. So now I'm going to pull out a rune for you to see what the runes actually, message from the rune says for you. So I'm just going to have a little whiz round here. I've got 24 runes in this little pouch here, and as I say, I've had these for 22 years, guys, so they are quite old. But I'll have a little delve round for your Scorps. So what we've got, and we have, let's have a look. Interesting. We have awareness and awakening. Okay, this is called daggers, and in the traditional runes, it's means a new day, the new dawn. So it's a new beginning, an awakening. So I do feel, as I said, with the it's awareness for Scorps with the financial. It's being aware that, you have had to dig deep in your pockets, paying things out. Your finances have depleted. So it's, having the awareness of getting your finances back in order, getting, your little bit of savings back to build up what you've actually had to outlay on that side. And then obviously with the awakening and awareness, with the relationship side, it's just the awareness that, it's a situation that you found yourself in, whether it be the one where the person's moved away and, it's an awareness that it is hard when you know you are feeling vulnerable because you are missing that person, but there's always ways to work around it there. So you know there's always ways to still see that person, even though you know that person's moved away. I do feel that the connection, you know, that relationship, as hard as it may be because of the distance now involved, but you know, those in that situation, you will have the awareness to keep, you know, that relationship going. But the one with the split, the one with the totally moving on from it, you know, it's an awakening for you guys. There'll be some of my Scorpios in October where the awakening is, yeah, I need to move on from this now. You know, I've felt stuck in this quicksand, you know, being pulled under in a relationship that no longer serves me. I feel vulnerable in, and so it's an awareness to move on from that. So yeah, Scorps, obviously it's not going to resonate with everybody, that reading, but I just wanted to, I do like to do my animal spirit totem reads, because it just shows like another added influence, you know, what can be affecting my star signs in the months ahead. Well, in this case it's October. So I do hope you can take something from that little read, and I'll look forward to reading to you next time. Take care then, bye.